Howdy folks, Justin here, and we are going to be hopping into Chaos Arena for another Chaos Arena run. We have Monk, Spell Sword, and Sorcerer. I like Spell Sword a lot. I like Monk a fair amount. I think I'm going to take Monk, see how that works. And we'll go over our picks one at a time. Okay, Warcry, I mean, I don't like playing aggro in Arena because you get a in Chaos Arena. In regular Arena, I think it's a totally reasonable strategy. In Chaos Arena, I'm honestly more interested in having fun with the lane effects than I am in winning on turn 7. Everybody's motivations for playing are different, but I'm not a huge Warcry fan, and in general, I don't think Warcry is a great card. Elixir Light Feet, I don't think is playable, so I think it's Morthal Executioner here, sort of by default. Not a bad card, not an exciting one either. Sapper, not bad. Imperial Legionnaire, though, pretty valuable. Pack Wolf also a consideration because there are a lot of effects that are concerned with you putting multiple bodies on the ground. So I think in this case I'm going to take Pack Wolf. Here, Scouting Patrol is great, but Daring Cutpurse is just one of the best 2-drops you can have, so I'm taking that. Somerset Shield Mage is great. Screws up combat math for your opponent and lets you make more favorable trades, so we'll take that. For that reason, we'll take another one. Here, Two Moons Contemplation is a card that, when it works, it is a pretty good card, but doesn't always necessarily do anything. Soul Rest Marshal is a powerful card that our deck looks like it might be able to trigger, but, I think that the best Arena decks aren't really built on tempo, which is really the kind of play this is. I think they're built on solid individual cards and maybe a hint of synergy. I think Black Sap Protector is totally reasonable, and having some prophecies in your deck is always good. Here, Loyal Housecarl, good from, combat math, screwing up, good for prophecy. Torval Crook, good if we had anything to ramp into, but to be the highest cost card in the deck. Stronghold Executioner, very powerful card, 6/6 for 5, lets you make trades you wouldn't otherwise make, so I'm going to take that. Eastmarch Crusader is just a great card. I'm going to go ahead and take that. Anything that draws cards is good. Regini Highwayman, great for the same reason, and given the other two picks, I think is the choice here. Another Daring Cutpurse is great, so we are looking like a pretty aggressive deck. This is an interesting choice. Finish Off is a really good card, but so is Fighters Guild Recruit. That's a tough one. I think I'm going to take the Fighters Guild Recruit, but I can see the argument for Finish Off as well, and we're rewarded with a Finish Off next pick, so we'll take that. Another Eastmarch Crusader seems pretty good, more cycling. Dawnstar Healer is a great card, so I'm taking that. Anything that gains you life can be really advantageous. These are all pretty bad. Arrow in the knee isn't terrible because it triggers Finish Off, but I'm not excited about it. Dark Harvester is just pretty bad in general. If you're playing against a really aggressive deck, sure, it's a great prophecy, but it's kind of hard to get excited about it. Vicious Drag is not unreasonable here. We have no 4-drops. I think I take Ferocious, Drag. Take Giant Snake. Card's pretty reasonable. Okay, so now we have a seriously difficult choice here, at least at first glance. Descendant of Alkosh, turn 1, amazing, potentially. Nest of Vipers, also potentially amazing on turn 10. Although, not as many, claw back into the game types of cards in Arena as you might find in a deck in Constructed where you were considering Nest of Vipers. Or Auroran Sentry. I think Auroran Sentry is actually a pretty reasonable choice. It's a solid guard creature, could gain you a ton of life. Descendant of Alkosh is a pretty bad draw on later turns. We already have quite a bit of early game. I mean, it's rough. None of these are the ideal legendary for this deck. I think Auroran Sentry's the pick. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and take it. I guess we'll take a Scouting Patrol. Wild Beast Caller is good, potentially a lot of value, 2 bodies for 1 card. Territorial Viper, we'll take that. We don't have a lot of removal yet. On that note, we'll take Execute. Yeah, I think we're in the market for a big Highland Lurcher type creature. We will take an Aerostorm. Got 7 picks left. Voracious Brigand's not bad. We have a lot of 3-drops already. Arrow in the knee is pretty good. We are pretty aggressive looking. I guess the deck is looking more like an arrow to the knee type deck. For that reason, we'll take the Paladin and not the Tiger. Take another Paladin. Take a Dunestalker. Take another finish off. I think this is definitely a Helgen squad leader deck. Final pick. Broom of Profiteer and Imperial Reinforcements. I think we'll go with Reinforcements because Reinforcements has some crazy synergy with some of the lane effects. So, let's hop on into Chaos Arena and see how we do. Hope Chaos Arena is going pretty well for everybody already. I love this event. I think it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
I found you a victim. Happy birthday.
Okay, playing against Curdy Malloy.
Yes, perfect.
Yes, perfect. Black Marsh Leader playing Assassin.
Over, mortal. Quick,
Surplus is a really fun lane. You summon a creature in the left-hand lane. The surplus lane reduce the cost of a card in your hand by 1. It can let you flood pretty easily. That is an unkeepable hand. Although I guess we keep Execute. Scouting Patrol's perfect. Yeah, this hand's not looking great. This deck isn't looking particularly great. We now have a 0-cost arrow to the knee, but we don't really have a lot of incentive to play East March Crusader anytime soon, which is unfortunate. Really got to get draw off that, given what our deck looks like. We have like a Ward Crafter, maybe? Murkwater Witch. Okay. I'm not sure that's the play, but fair enough. No play this turn, unfortunately. We do have Arrow to the Knee finish off as a combo for a 2-card kill. Yeah, this is not looking good. It's not the part of the deck we wanted to be drawing right now. Might let that hit us once because he might, well, let's just go ahead and play this. Reducing the Stronghold Eradicator was perfect. But yeah, you know, if he hits us with both of them, we draw a card, maybe we trigger a Prophecy.
Leave this place.
Or he has Finish Off, or another Witch, or a Curse.
My sword hand itches.
Yeah, okay. Execute that if we need to. Or we can just play Stronghold Eradicator and swing into that. If he swings into there, like, I'm super happy about how things have developed in my life. That's a little irritating. I think we're still okay, though. So, let's Stronghold Eradicator. We discounted our Execute, which is pretty nice. We're going to Arrow to the Knee this. Swing there. Swing here. Pass turn. That worked out pretty well.
By dawn and dusk, I move as a
Sure.
shadow. You waste my breath.
You got it. Do you have a finish off in hand? Is the question now. You do not. Our reinforcements would be alright if we had anything in our hand that costed much. Or cost that much, I'm sorry. Yeah, let's just keep on keeping on. Okay. So after a point, the lane discount doesn't matter that much anymore, but for all we know, he has a card in hand that's been discounted a lot and is like a 9-drop.
Be on your guard.
Okay, glad we held on to Execute. We can start the smashing here soon. That is the perfect counter to Execute. Alright, so let's, yeah, let's smash.
Acknowledged.
Are we worried about our opponent having Ice Storm? I'm gonna say no. You know, if he has Ice Storm, he has Ice Storm. This is the position we're being forced into right now, 4 power on board isn't going to eventually win the game. So we need to get some more action out there. And if he plays Ice Storm, he plays Ice Storm. Even Firestorm would be pretty devastating. We do have another East March Crusader for draw, which is pretty cool. Shocking Whamasu discounted, nice.
Your destruction is at hand.
Sure. So we actually really want this to hit our face. To increase the chances of that happening.
I hear and obey.
No such luck, unfortunately.
Your coin or your life.
I guess that's all we got. And then, you know, we were right. He was holding on to a seriously discounted high-cost card. Might have another one. I mean, he's way ahead in cards, and we're only a little bit ahead in life, and our board is basically a joke. So we need to draw some seriously playable cards in the near future. Alright, maybe we finally get that execute value. Okay. What is he holding on to? I wonder what he thinks we have. Alright, Vicious Dreg. I'm counting on you, buddy. Okay, we got 6 power on the board, 6 damage, 6 attack. Better position than we've been in for some time now. Oh, but we are just at the mercy of drawing cards. Okay. I hit a 1-cost Territorial Viper. An Elixir of Deflection. Okay. So he's in a much better position than we are. We're going to play our Ardon Paladin. And just hope that we keep drawing reasonably sized bodies in the future. And that this isn't a Indral Archmage that's about to get ward. It's an arrow to the knee. Okay? Sort of a non-factor. And Regini Highwayman is gold. If this lives, I mean, one hit with this, I feel like we could be back in the game. As my opponent, like, eyes the Odoving in their hand.
Shall we begin?
Solid. Alright, let's do this. Giant snake, okay.
Claws out.
Well, hello there, Auroran Sentry. What are we worried about him doing to one lane? I guess Pit of Snakes? Yeah, just not attacking. I want to get more Regini Highwayman value. Lock this game up. Not putting it there too, because like I don't need this getting finished off for a Leaf Lurker. Okay.
Shall we begin?
Okay. Yeah.
There's more.
So I think
to come.
we snake this lane just to keep anything ridiculous from happening, but let's see what we draw.
Your time has come. Let me lighten your load. Let me lighten your load.
Take it. Alright. So we got lethal through 1 Ice Storm. That's something.
Let's dance.
Okay.
Let's dance.
Yeah. Opponent's got a great deck. Really good deck.
The forest is my strength and my courage.
See what we got. Cunning ally.
Let's shed some light on the problem.
Okay, so maybe you kill this. Yep. So we need to fade some insane prophecies here. I think we just swing for 6, leaving us 4 lethal threats on the board. I'm just kidding.
Teach you to mess with me.
Farewell.
All right.
fool.
So there we go. Another game with the monk deck. And let's do another one.
How about huzzah?
Sorry, I meant a first game with the monk deck. So, Plunder's an interesting one, right? Like, I feel like... I'm sorry, not Plunder. Well, whatever the name of that lane was, it discounted our cards.
Let the madness
The
come.
supply lane. I think that's one of the few that really benefits control decks. And I like those, but I also try not to draft control in Solo Arena because so few of them do that.
Within this gladiator
Creatures on the
arena,
left get
I
+1/+0,
have
and the
placed a
Gladiators
small
Arena
gladiator
starts in play. So this is going to be a quick game. Hopefully this is a slow scout deck, and we're just going to try to get some small critters. We got what we were looking for, and all right, let's do this. Really aggressive lanes. Really aggressive lane and field. So this should be a short game. And we'll play Somerset Shield Mage, and then East March Crusader and draw a card.
By Arcade's beard, this day will be mine.
That's unfortunate.
I hear and obey.
We must break through their ranks.
So you trade into this one. This is going to do a good job of actually keeping us out of the killing field lane unless we choose to trade. Wow. Wow. I'm actually swinging before I draw, specifically because I don't want Prophecy to screw this up, because I need to have another creature over here to make sure I can remove that.
Into the breach.
You'll pay for this.
I hear and obey.
We'll hold, no matter what.
Looks like Giant Snake is going to play a big role in deciding who wins this game. Now, this is not a trade that I'm excited to make, but I think it's probably necessary. Well, I guess we'll see here in a second. Next turn, I want to play these two.
Your coin or your life.
Check that out. Now it'll survive if I have to make the trade.
Confound you.
You got it, man. Alright, I'm taking this lane over again. With Somerset Shield Mage over here, actually, we can use the Imperial Grunt to make that trade. So that is a possibility. That's fine. You can have that lane.
We must break through their ranks.
Into the breach.
Don't make me laugh.
You'll pay for this.
I hear and obey.
If I fall, the East will reclaim.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, like, my pulse is racing, right? Like, these sorts of, like, really aggressive matches are just not my comfort zone. Okay. That's pretty good. Leaves us with exactly 7 on board. So let's see what
You'll
happens.
pay for this.
And that's game.
Acknowledged. You'll pay for this. I hear and obey.
Alright, glad that's over. I'm also glad I don't see nearly as much Gladiators Arena on the ladder as I used to, because that is a nerve-wracking card to play against. Alright, let's go back in and do another one. Here's our deck. Some questionable cards for sure. Arrow in the knee, I mean, not good. Finish off, good, but situational. Arrow Storm, you know, paying 3 mana for an execute's okay. Pack Wolf, you know. We're scraping by here. Okay, we're playing against Blessed Prayer the Prophet. And they're playing, I'm guessing, Crusader. How far off am I? Alright, not terribly far off. Playing against Archer. Wisp Mother's Blessing. Summon a unit with a cost 2 or less in the left lane. Summon a copy of it in the right lane. Hopefully my opponent's not playing a real aggressive deck. I mean, I can copy a Helgen Squad Leader, but talk about a boring one to copy. I guess we go Helgen into Dawnstar. And the Helgens buff each other. Okay, I mean, it's not terrible. It's not good, but it's not terrible. Let's do it.
We fight as one.
Get the whole squad here. The Helgen squad goals have been achieved. I'm getting a look from Sander right now that tells me that was not a good joke.
Ride like the wind. I ride like the wind.
This is the perfect counter because my creatures are complete crap. Creature with power 2 costs 2 or less. Okay, so we play this guy here then. Put a wolf here, and then put a wolf here. That works pretty well. I mean, it would kind of be surprising to me if both, or even really either one of our Helgen squad leaders survived. But we're trying. We're doing our best. Okay. You know, if our opponent tries to race us, I think he's going to be surprised to discover that Helgen Squad Leader can get completely out of control.
Blood and faith.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Blood and faith.
And Plunder. Okay. Yeah, so we're just going to Dawnstar Healer.
I've got you covered. Now that's teamwork.
And then, I guess Stronghold Eradicator? Not really excited about it. I'd rather have a 4-drop to play so I can go 5 into 6 into 6 or something like that. We will see.
The forest is my strength and my courage.
Sure. Perfect.
Don't mess with me.
Okay, so not a lot on board, but Wild Beast Collar should be pretty good. We're going to put the Wild Beast Collar in the left-hand lane because if we do get the Mud Crab, I would love to have another Mud Crab over in the other lane. Trebuchet. It's pretty good. It's definitely pretty good. So we're going to put that there because of that, because we need to remove that. Hey, Snowy Sabercat.
Don't mess with me.
So hopefully this hits face. Worst thing it hits is that. Okay, he can execute our, or he can finish off or Leaf Lurker our Snowy Sabercat, which is unfortunate. Trebuchet is great. I'll have more details about it in the next few days, but I've been a challenge has been issued between me and another Legends
My
content
sword
creator.
hand itches.
Okay. And that challenge goes something like this. Oh, he's not going to like what happens when I play Stronghold Eradicator. The challenge goes something like this. we have to... You have to each pick a certain number of cards and... thank you. And then you build a deck out of the cards that both players pick. And let me tell you, there are trebuchets in the cards that I have picked. So look forward to that video sometime next week. Obviously, Fighters Guild Recruit's pretty great with this lane effect too. So what keeps him alive? Does Charis Reaper keep him alive? 5, 9... No, not with that prophecy alongside it. That's pretty good. That's definitely pretty good. Gotta love plunder, huh?
This day shall be auspicious.
Okay. Should be able to cobble together enough damage here. But we shall see. Might have been a misplay. I think I might have been better off playing Morthal Executioner over Ardon Paladin. It'd be a 6-4 right now. It probably doesn't matter, but I think that's probably the correct play. Sure. Wow. Wow. Okay. Still dead. But valiant effort there.
The victory is yours.
Good game, man. That was definitely interesting. Okay, so video's clocking in at 30 minutes. Do we want to do another one? Let's cut the video off here, and I will see you all in part 2. Bye bye.